How emotionally mature are you? One of the more intriguing aspects of human development is how our emotional growth doesn't always match our physical maturity. We can be adults externally, holding down jobs, raising families, or navigating the world, but still operate like children emotionally in certain situations. Conversely, some people, despite their youth, display extraordinary emotional wisdom. To understand our emotional development, we can ask ourselves a deceptively simple but revealing question. When someone we depend on emotionally lets us down, how do we respond? Our answer to this question offers a glimpse into our emotional age. There are three common immature ways that people respond to emotional disappointment: sulking and getting furious, or going cold. The three immature responses: sulking. When we sulk, we feel deeply hurt but refuse to articulate why. Pride and insecurity prevent us from admitting that we're upset. Instead, we silently hope the other person will magically realize what they've done wrong and make it right, like a child hoping a parent can read their mind. Getting furious. Another reaction is disproportionate anger. We lash out with sharp words, loud arguments, or blame, masking our underlying feelings of vulnerability. This rage can seem powerful, but it's rooted in inner fragility. Beneath the surface, we feel lost and defenseless, but we lack the tools to express these emotions constructively. Going cold. Finally, there's emotional withdrawal. We act indifferent, pretending not to care while silently erecting walls to shield ourselves from further hurt. While this response might seem strong, it's often a way to numb pain and avoid confronting the raw vulnerability we feel. The markers of emotional maturity. These responses, sulking, anger, and withdrawal, stand in contrast to three markers of emotional maturity: the capacity to explain, to stay calm, and to be vulnerable. The capacity to explain. A key sign of emotional maturity is the ability to calmly and clearly communicate why we're upset. It requires trusting that we can find the right words and believing that the other person isn't inherently our enemy. Mature individuals have faith in their ability to express feelings without shame or fear of rejection. The capacity to stay calm. Mature people resist the urge to respond impulsively. They understand that measured self-assertion is always an option and that immediate retaliation often does more harm than good. By staying calm, they can consider other perspectives and build better outcomes. The capacity to be vulnerable. True emotional maturity includes accepting that closeness with others involves risks. Mature individuals aren't afraid to admit when they're hurt or in need of help. They recognize that being open about their emotions doesn't make them weak. It makes them human. The virtues of emotional maturity. These three markers correspond to the three cardinal virtues of emotional adulthood. Communication, the ability to articulate feelings and needs. Trust, believing that others can handle our emotions. Vulnerability, the courage to be honest about our pain and seek support. A lifelong learning process. Not everyone grows up speaking the language of emotional maturity. If our upbringing didn't include examples of healthy emotional expression, we may have to learn these skills as adults. This can feel like learning a foreign language. It requires practice, patience, and time. But with effort, we can master this essential emotional vocabulary and improve our relationships with others and ourselves. Emotional maturity isn't about being perfect. It's about growing and developing the skills to handle life's inevitable disappointments with grace and self-awareness.